Hey YouTube, Zendikari Animist here, and I'm bringing you the deck tech for my Cleric deck that I used in my most recent League run. So the whole idea for this deck, as I discussed in my Core Aggro video, deck tech video, was that I was going to gain a ton of life and stall the game out that way, and then fly overhead with cards like Dawning Angel and Shepherd of Heroes, both of which are angels, the latter of which is a Cleric. To do that, I used a bunch of Clerics, Anointed Chorister, Soul Warden, Daybreak Chaplain, who's a good defender, Exhibition Healer for the Vigilance and continual life gain, Kor Celebrant, also good defender and gains me more life. Those were kind of my main ways of protecting myself and gaining life. I also ran 4 Nahiri's Binding as removal. I was originally going to run some pacifisms, but after playing as the Elf deck, I realized that there are a couple of activated abilities I really don't want to activate in these games, so I decided to stick with Nahiri's Binding. I also ran Revitalize for a little more life gain and draw cantrip power, and then Spare Supplies as my main card advantage card. So that was the general idea of the deck. I only ran 2 Soul Warden because I only had 2 Soul Warden. So the deck performed fine. It worked really well against some aggro decks when it worked, but obviously faltered heavily against control, as most creature-based decks do. And by a quick side note, apologies to Platypus Jedi for being a little salty in our matchup. Anyway, on the sideboard, I ran 4 Light of Hope, mainly not really for the life gain ability because I had so much life gain already, but the 1-mana card to destroy enchantments and occasionally put a +1/+1 counter on creatures. I also ran Disenchant, mainly for artifacts since I have Light of Hope for enchantments. And then anyway, I also ran Fear Resistance and 1 Flicker of Fate for protection against removal spells, and 2 Bojuka Bog for dealing with graveyard synergies. So it's a general deck. It performed fine. There's definitely some more tweaking. More removal would probably be a good thing to add, and probably in place of Revitalize, I'd probably maybe added 4 pacifisms or 4 Swift Response to replace the Revitalize, just to get some more removal. But in general, it's fine. It's not a top tier deck. It's not going to really get there, especially because it has such a terrible control matchup. But it's okay, I guess. And that's the deck. I'm working on a new deck now. It's going to be another green deck, but not Zendikon deck. So stay tuned for that.